open this video the strangest way I've ever opened a video by saying, no, I am not naked. I'm looking at my viewfinder and realizing that I totally look like I'm naked. I'm not. My tank top is white, it's just I'm almost the same color as my pure white tank top, and my hair is covering my strap. So, that being said, I filmed the first part of the video when I was a little cooler, which is my how I take my Instagram pictures, up on my lifestyle beauty channel, which if you haven't seen that and you're interested, I'll link that over here. And so yeah, this is going to be my what's on my iPhone video, and by the time I was done filming that, I was really hot, because we totally have June gloom here in California right now, where it tricks you. The day is like a trickster. It starts off and it's cool and cloudy, and then it ends up being like 600 degrees by noon. So it's hot. So with that being said, I'm going to hop into what's on my iPhone. Now, I don't feel like what is on my iPhone, I don't know why I just burped and talked simultaneously at the same time, but I don't feel like what is on my iPhone is like super, I can't ever stop playing with my hair. What is my problem? I don't feel like what is on my iPhone is super exciting, but I thought I would go through it with you because I know that sometimes other people will mention apps and things that they use or do on their iPhone, and I'm like, dude, I never knew that. Turns out it's like crazy popular, high rated in the app store, but I had never heard of it. So yeah, starting off, I have just my little messages at the top. I kind of keep things in order of importance and things that I use the most. So I have my little text message box, then I have HeyTell. So for those of you that do not know what HeyTell is, it is actually like a vocal text messaging or like a voicemail system. You basically open the app and you can send a HeyTell to someone. So it looks just like that, and pretty much the only people that I HeyTell are Dan, Rachel, and my friend Sarah. Those are kind of the only people I HeyTell, but it's fun when you want to, you can't talk on the phone, but you want to do something more than text. So if I wanted to HeyTell Dan, I would say, I love you so much, and I'm filming a what's on my iPhone video right now, so better respond and say hi, playa. So yeah, so he will get that message, and hopefully if it comes during this video, he can say hi to everyone. So that is what HeyTell is. It's really cool. Then next to that I have my calendar. Now I didn't know apparently you could sync calendars with people, which Dan and I are totally going to do, so that if you are married or you have a big family and you want to know what everyone is doing but you don't necessarily remember to communicate everything, you can all be synced onto the same phone and kind of get updates on your calendar. So Dan and I are going to be doing that this week, but it's my calendar. I write literally everything down. That's a good tip for people who are forgetful or busy or, like I said, really just forgetful, like me, kind of out of control. Write down everything, even if it's tentative. So even if you think it's going to happen, write it down, because then if it's tentative and it hasn't been set in stone, but then you're trying to schedule something and you're like, yeah, I'm open, and then someone's like, dude, we talked about this, and then you're like, oh crap, I totally forgot, because I didn't write it down and it wasn't set in stone. So I'll write tentative dates with question marks next to them, just to kind of know, so if someone else needs something scheduled during that time, I can be like, oh, I'm not sure, and I remember to check. So then I have this Uniqlo Wake Up app, which we tested this in a video recently, and I will link that video up over here. It's basically like an alarm clock, but it sings to you. The only problem is I am not intelligent enough. Oh, it's green today. It changes colors, pink, green, blue, yellow, whatever. I'm not intelligent enough to figure out military time. I thought I was. Googled it, set the alarm. Either that or the app is broken, and yeah, didn't wake me up the next morning. So, but it sings to you, and that's really cute. Then over here I have a folder for my social, I call them social apps. They're just apps that I use to stay social with people. So I have Twitter, pretty self-explanatory. I use Twitter to update kind of things that are going on through the day, inspirational quotes, like questions to people, like for Twitter talks, and I just kind of talk to people on Twitter. Instagram, once again I did the how I do my Instagram pictures video. I use that for like outfit of the day pictures, pictures of pretty things I see throughout the day, when I'm traveling, all that. Then I have my Facebook app, which I have a Facebook page on Facebook where same thing, kind of like I just communicate with people and I take polls and stuff on there. Then I have my blogger app because, once again, for the 688th time, I am blogging every single day at NIKKIPhilippi.com. So I have it on the go so that I can respond to comments or create new posts while I'm going. I don't know why I did it like that. Posts whatever. Then I have a Bloglovin app to be able to see all of the blogs I'm subscribed to, which I am on Bloglovin if you want to subscribe to my blog. Then I have my Gifboom app, which I really love Gifboom. It's really, really funny. Sometimes I forget to update it, but I love it. It's so fun / funny. Then I have my Draw Something app. Then I have Kik, which I've never used, Tumblr, which I don't use, WordPress, which I used to use when my blog was on WordPress, but I didn't really blog that often, so poo-poo, I should probably delete that. I have my Pinterest, which I have a Pinterest now, by the way. I should probably be linking that down below. And then Pair, which I'm not using, which is a app that basically, Pair is an app that my friend told me about that you can download so that if you're traveling, your significant other's on the other side of the world, you can do things like draw pictures for each other, send little love notes. It's actually really, really cute, but Dan was like, dude, we're on like 653 social media sites. He's like, what makes you think I'm gonna use this? I was like, I don't know, because you love me. Yeah. So then I have a photography folder, which is the folder that I keep all of my things for like Instagram and stuff in there, all the things that I alter photos in. So I was in that folder a lot in the Instagram video. So I have my camera, my iPhoto app, Diptych frames, A+ signature, photo treats, which photo treats is just like another filter app. So you can do like, you know those glittery sparkle things that people lay over their pictures on Instagram? You can do that in photo treats. Then I have my photo album. Then I have Pick Effects, which is another filtering photo effects app. And then Retouch, which I totally realized I forgot to mention in my Instagram picture thing. That's even though, to be honest, I've only used it like twice because it's really, you just don't need it usually. The filters make you look really good. But if you have a picture and you're like, man, I have like a huge zit on my head, and the filters don't cover it out, you can use this to retouch from your phone. So that is actually really, really cool. I just haven't really had any use for it because Instagram pretty much already airbrushes you and makes you look good. So yeah. Then I have my music folder where I have Sirius XM. That is actually where Dr. Laura is now. She's not on the radio anymore. So I am subscribed to Sirius XM so that I can listen to Dr. Laura. I'm weirdly obsessed with her. Then I have iHeartRadio, which is like radio for your phone. You can listen to local radio stations like AM, FM. It'll pick them all up on this app. So I'll listen to the radio sometimes at the gym. It's really cool. So yeah, I like iHeartRadio. And then Rhapsody. Everybody knows what Rhapsody is. I'm assuming it's a app or an online program where you pay about $10 a month, I believe, and you have access to pretty much every song that is out. You just don't own it, but you can listen to songs as many times as you want. So it's kind of like paying to borrow the world's largest CD collection. So you can listen to any song as many times as you want, over and over and over for $10 a month, which I like because I personally don't really care about owning music. I just like listening to music, so I like that a lot. After that, I just have my iTunes account, which for those of you that don't know, it's really cool. Any songs you do buy on iTunes, which I buy all the music that like I feature in videos, obviously, because I have to upload it to there. All the stuff that you buy on iTunes, you can actually listen to it on your iPhone because it can connect through the air. What am I trying to say? Through 4G. You know what I'm trying to say. So all the music you've already purchased, you can listen to it on your other devices, which I feel really old for not knowing that, but I just figured that out like a few weeks ago. Then I have my utilities app, or my utilities folder, which has contacts, calculator, compass, and voice memos, which, let's just be real, I don't really ever use voice memos. I pretty much only use voice memos if I'm driving in my car at 2 in the morning and I'm really bored and I want to hear how I sound when I sing. That's the only time I use voice memos. But anyways, then I have my video app, and then I have a YouTube app, then I have Maps, which I use the Maps all the time, but I'm hoping the new iPhone has a better Maps setup because I don't think their Map setup is that great. Don't get me wrong, it's weird because it's really convenient, but I just feel like it could be better. I don't know. I love how I'm acting like I'm an app developer. I just feel like this could be better, guys. Then I have the weather app, which I use all the time. Then I have my notes app, which I really need to get better with organizing my notes because literally I have pages and pages and pages and pages of notes. I have a notebook for like, or a note file for like ideas, which is just like full of things. Because my brain is so big. Then I have a notebook for like where I write things I'm thankful for and prayer requests and cool quotes that I've heard and things that I need to do. So I need to get a better app but the reason I haven't is because I believe with like organization and staying healthy and clean and whatever, you should really just do things that you're actually going to do. So I haven't wanted to use an app if I'm not actually going to do it, because right now, as crazy as it is, it works for me, so I don't want to switch until I find something else that's maybe a little more organized but works for me. Then I have my banking app, so that's kind of cool. I can pay bills on the go. I know it's not the most secure thing, I just, whatever, I feel fine. Pay bills on the go, check your bank account, all that stuff, so that if you want to buy something big and you think you're broke, you can just double check. So then I have my settings, followed by my clock. Now at the bottom I have my phone, my mail, which I have way too many mail accounts. I have 4 mail accounts hooked up to this phone. I have Safari, and then a music folder. So scrolling on to the next page, I have stocks, which I've never checked stocks ever, so yeah. Then I have the App Store, a newsstand, reminders, which I don't ever use, and then games. I only have 4 games on my phone because I'm not a big games person. I have Temple Run, which I really like Temple Run. I've been talking so fast this whole video. Sorry guys, I feel like I'm trying to get through so much. So I use Temple Run. I love Temple Run. It's really fun. I have Angry Birds, which is another game that I really, really like. The Game Center, which I've never used, and then Emoji, which I don't know why I have that under the games folder, but I really like Emoji. I just launched it. I use emoticons all the time. I'm obsessed. I used to think they were so stupid, and now I'm like, heart, smiley face, poop, thumbs up over everything. So, okay, then I have an education folder, which I don't know why I have iMovie in there, but I do, and then I have a lynda.com app, which for those of you that want to learn more about editing or any type of program pretty much ever on the computer, you should definitely check out lynda.com, because that is where I've learned how to do most everything I know how to do on the computer. iMovie, GarageBand, Logic Pro, Pro Tools, all those kinds of things I learned on there. Then I have an app called Waze. I actually asked you guys on Twitter the other day what some of your favorite apps were, and someone recommended Waze. It's really cool, I just have to learn how to use it more. It's basically a better map. So I think she will give you speaking instructions on how to get somewhere versus having to constantly look at your iPhone, and they'll tell you how the traffic is everywhere and accidents and all that stuff, so that's cool. Then I have my MyFitnessPal, which I haven't started using yet, but I'm going to start tracking my food. I used to do that and I stopped, and now I'm just kind of, not for weight reasons but for health reasons, I just am kind of really wanting to see that I am getting in enough vegetables throughout the day. That's my biggest concern. I am a vegetarian, you know I eat enough bread and fruit, so I know I eat enough sugar and carbs, but I want to make sure I'm getting enough vegetables, and I know I have enough good fats, so I need to start writing it down so I make sure I'm not fooling myself. So then I have the Photo Studio app, which is an app that Ingrid actually recommended. I don't quite get it yet. I feel like there's more it can do than what I understand, but I have that app. Then I have eBay, because Rachel has recently gotten me really into eBay shopping. It's kind of a problem. And then I have Hootsuite. And the only reason I have Hootsuite, which for those of you that don't know what Hootsuite is, it's a social media hub, supposedly. So you can go on there, and if you have a lot of social media sites, you can kind of manage and check up with them all from this one central place. So you can look at Facebook and Twitter and everything kind of from this place. To tell you the truth, I'm not a huge fan. I like going to the individual apps and checking. The only reason I have Hootsuite is because I have been blogging so much lately, and I don't want to flood everyone's like blog feed with a crap ton of blogs, so I spread them out and I schedule them. I'll blog and I'll be like, oh, I don't want to like inundate them, so I'll just schedule them out. But then I forget when they go live. So what I'm doing when I'm scheduling out my blog posts is I'm scheduling out tweets to go out when the blog goes up. So not only do I remember and I'll see it in my feed, I'm like, oh yeah, my blog went up. But also, then I can let you guys know and I don't forget that a blog post went up, and it's just kind of better timing and stuff like that. So that's what Hootsuite is. I know there are other places like TweetDeck and things like that, but yeah, I think that is it. So I don't have a crap ton of apps, but I have a lot, and I use a lot of them. I would say my iPhone is my most used technological piece of equipment that I own. I use it for everything. It's kind of crazy how much of my life I can operate on my phone, from banking to shopping to groceries to talking to you guys to actually filming stuff for my channel. So it's really, really fun. Also, in closing, I know this is kind of a weird way to end this video, but that just made me think about this. I get asked a lot, what I do for work. And basically, long story short, I will do a whole video on this if you guys want me to do a whole video on it, but I need to answer really quick. The answer is I actually don't have another job. I literally can't believe the way that the past year and a half has played out. I have been lucky enough and blessed enough to where talking to you guys and sharing with you guys has actually become my job. So I guess I am, you can call me a YouTuber. That's the other reason I have so many apps on my phone, like all about like filming and taking pictures and blogging and things like that, because this is actually my job now. So it's really, really cool. Like I said, I will do a whole video on that if you guys want me to, kind of explaining to you what I did prior to YouTube. I know I've touched on it briefly, and then kind of how this all came to fruition. And there might be other people out there who would like this to become their job as well, and I would like to kind of explain to you how that worked out. So I know that was kind of a random way to end the video, but I thought I would just kind of bring that up because I have been getting that a lot lately, people asking. So yeah, I guess that is it. Like I said, I will link how I take my Instagram pictures in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.